Don't get married. It's the most dangerous advice of our generation, and almost everyone believes it. Focus on yourself first. Marriage is a trap. It's just not worth it anymore. People say this like it's wisdom, like it's some kind of profound enlightenment or liberation. But let's be completely honest for a moment. This advice isn't coming from a place of strength. It's coming from fear, trauma, ego, and convenience, all wrapped up in a neat philosophical package to make it sound intelligent. And before we go any deeper, let me be fair. I understand where these men are coming from. I really do. Modern dating is an absolute mess. A lot of women today are not traditional. They aren't preserving themselves. They're heavily influenced by a culture that tells them they deserve the world while giving absolutely nothing in return. The social echo chamber has convinced so many that their past choices don't matter, that a chaotic history is somehow empowerment, that a long list of experiences equates to growth, and that demanding the absolute best man while offering the bare minimum is a sign of self-worth. And because of that, millions of men have checked out. They've looked at the mess, the chaos, the dysfunction, and said, nope, I'm done. And honestly, I don't blame them for that initial reaction. Who would? But here's the problem. They stopped at the reaction. They never bothered to look at the deeper truth underneath it all. People who avoid conflict love to package their fear as intelligence. They say things like, I'm just focusing on myself first. Marriage ruins your life. Don't tie yourself down. It sounds so wise, doesn't it? So responsible. But what's the hidden motive? What's really going on behind those words? It's simple. Avoid commitment. Avoid accountability. Avoid responsibility. And ultimately, avoid real spiritual growth. It's not about self-development. It's about staying comfortable and completely unchallenged. It's about wanting all the benefits of adulthood without any of the sacrifices that actually build character and make you a man. Think about it. Who really benefits the most from avoiding marriage? It's the man who wants freedom from responsibility. The man who wants the freedom to roam around without any moral weight on his shoulders. The man who never wants to confront his own emotional immaturity. The man who doesn't want to be truly known by a partner, because if he were, all his flaws and weaknesses would be exposed. Marriage requires real discipline. It demands self-control, sacrifice, patience, leadership, provision, and unwavering consistency. And a lot of modern men aren't avoiding marriage because they're wise. They're avoiding it because it exposes them. It forces them to grow up. And growth is always uncomfortable. And here's the part that everyone seems to ignore, the bigger picture. If the opposer wants to destroy a nation, he doesn't start with the government. He doesn't start with the economy. He starts with the family. Break the marriages and you break the households. Break the households and you break the children. Break the children and you break the next generation. And once you break the next generation, you've broken the entire nation. This isn't some wild conspiracy theory. This is basic spiritual warfare, plain and simple. If you can make men fear marriage, if you can make women resent men, if you can convince both sides that families are just optional lifestyle choices, you've already collapsed society from the inside out. Just imagine a world where everyone actually follows this advice. Don't get married. Just focus on yourself. What happens? We're already seeing it. Population collapses, exactly like what's happening right now in Japan, South Korea, Italy, and China. Entire nations are aging into oblivion with no young people to support them. Children grow up without stable homes, creating cycles of trauma. Men grow old alone and bitter. Women panic in their late 30s as their biological window closes. Loneliness becomes the new normal. Depression skyrockets. Economies crash. Labor forces shrink. And culture itself just disintegrates. Society doesn't collapse with loud explosions. It collapses with empty cradles and silent, lonely homes. The Bible never instructed people to wait until they're perfect or fully healed to get married. It taught them to marry young, to grow together, and to build each other up. That wasn't outdated advice. That was divine protection. God designed marriage as the very foundation of civilization, and we treat it like a luxury dessert you only order when you think you're emotionally mature enough. What a joke. You don't become mature before marriage. You become mature through marriage. Marriage is the training ground, not the graduation stage. So let's be brutally honest. Many men aren't avoiding marriage because all women are not wife material. They're avoiding marriage because they themselves are not husband material. That's the part they don't want to hear. They're addicted to corn, addicted to dopamine, addicted to a false sense of freedom, addicted to being unchallenged. They want intimacy without commitment. They want connection without consequences. They want relationships without any sacrifice. And modern ideology gives them the perfect ready-made excuse. I'm just focusing on myself. How convenient. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, it's true that a lot of women today are genuinely corrupted by modern culture. That is a fact, but not all of them. Not even close. There are still traditional women out there. Still loyal women. Still God-fearing women. Still disciplined women. There are still women who value purity, marriage, motherhood, and family above all else. They exist. The problem? Most men have stopped looking. They've given up before the fight has even started. Imagine being a soldier who gets to the battlefield, looks around, and says, "Ugh, this looks too messy. I'm just going to go home." You're not a warrior. You're a spectator. If good men stop pursuing good marriages, if good women stop believing that good husbands exist, if everyone just gives up because the world is messy, then the collapse isn't just predictable. It's absolutely inevitable. Marriage is not just a personal preference. It is a societal pillar. It is the bedrock of civilization. The moment we abandon it, everything built on top of it comes crashing down. God didn't put you here on this earth to hide from the chaos. He put you here to bring order to it. You're not called to join the dysfunction. You're called to confront it. You're not here to become just another bitter man repeating anti-marriage slogans online. You are here to be the example, the blueprint, the living reminder that true love still exists, that family still matters, and that truth still stands, no matter how much the world tries to bury it. Anyone can complain. It's easy, but very few can lead. Be one of the few. Yes, the world is broken. Yes, dating is corrupted. Yes, people are lost, but your job is not to hide from it. Your job is to rise above it, to build what the world forgot, to restore what the world tried to destroy. You're not avoiding marriage because you're smart. You're avoiding it because the enemy has successfully convinced you that it's safer to run away. Think again. Fix yourself, seek God, choose your partner wisely, fight for family, and build something that lasts. Because the world doesn't collapse when bad people gain power. It collapses when good people stop trying. Subscribe to Unfiltered for more deeper truths. Thanks for watching.